Hi, and welcome to another Blender tutorial. This time I'll be covering a way how to create nice environment for product presentation. I did actually already create it and set it all up, so I'm just going to guide you through. A blend file will be available as well. I'll add a link to the file and let's begin. So in a 3D scene I have three layers. On the first one is a plane, on the second one is our major chair, and on the third one is our second chair. For each one of them I created three render layers. On the first one is our plane, and the first layer is selected. On the second one is our major chair, and the second layer is selected. On the third one is our second chair, and third layer is selected, all with the default settings, and basically that's all we need. Make sure before rendering that all three layers are selected, and press F12 or click on image to render our scene. Okay, and move on to the Compositor. First you need three render layers nodes and assign previously created layers to each node. So on the first one is a plane, on the second is our second chair, and on the third one is our major chair. Okay. On the first one, if we take a look at the first node, we can see plane with only shadows from the chairs. What I need is to create something like infinite plane. One way to do it is by using Z value and convert it to the actual colors. And we can do that first by adding map value node. By default the size is set to 1, and by default you get an empty white image. And to see how it actually works, reduce size to 0 and add mix node, and from mix change to add and leave factor to 1, and connect image from a render layer to first image input, okay, and map value to a second image input. What I'm trying is to add Z color values on the original image, and results are the same. Now start increasing the size on the map value little by little. Okay, we need more. And you can see the effect. Okay, we need a bit more, and so we get something that is looking like an infinite plane. Now as an extra option I added the color ramp, and what the color ramp gives us is ability to change the environment independently from other elements in the scene. If we simply add a color ramp node, nothing much is happening. Now if we select the second color on the node and start changing it, you can see the advantage. Okay, but for now let's keep it as it was by default. Okay, next we need to combine this with our share in the back. So we need the Z combine node, and you can add it by clicking Shift A, add menu, color menu, and Z combine. Make sure that use alpha is enabled, and connect right inputs. So for the second, just connect image and Z value. So Z, the second Z input, and image, the second image input. And for the first, Z value in the first Z input, and color ramp in the first image input. Okay, and there is our share in the scene. Now I wanted to make it a little blurry in the background, so I added blur node. I could do it with defocus as well, but it's kind of faster and simpler with blur node. But before blur node, I need map value node for adjusting z value, and it kind of works for me to be offset as a -1 and size to size 0.15. So connect image to image input, and map value to size input. Okay, and if we take a look now, we get our blurry share. Okay, and of course you can set the size of the blurring by adjusting X and Y values, as well as type of blurring. Okay, you can see as well how Z value looks like, and what you should know is that white color values are going to blur the image, and darkened values are going to keep the image sharp. Okay, and what is left is to combine our third layer with our previous setup. So we need Z combine again with alpha enabled, and connect blur node to first image input, and the Z value from Z combine node to first Z input. Okay, and for the second, from our third layer, Z value to second Z input, and image to second image input. But I added the RGB curves node and the contrast to adjust a bit colors, so it can kind of stick out from the rest of the image, and take all the focus. And here is our final image. Okay, and basically that's it. Of course settings can differ from scene to scene, and of course feel free to experiment further. And I hope you find this tutorial useful, and thanks for watching.